I keep telling y'all, bro, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all, it is basically impossible to commit a crime in 2025. It's too many cameras and technology just too strong to where whatever you do, if they care enough, they're gonna find out who did it. Now, I don't know who this girl thought he was, Rambo, John Wick, but bro, to do all this with no mask on and broad daylight on camera just shows that, bro, he was there for one reason only, and best believe this ain't just no coincidence. Somebody sent him, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Is that Chris?
Man, what is good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, bro. And look at Jay here, y'all. Back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a crazy and a little short and wild video to talk about. Now, I know I look rough, bro. I ain't got a haircut in about 3 weeks. Don't worry about it. When I pop out of town next week, I'm gonna look better. I'm just saying that because my image is important. Now, it seems like in today's classroom, y'all, we got another update on the whole NLMB J Doggy situation. Now, from last time we heard, this guy was a guy that was allegedly banning G Herbo from his block, saying that G Herbo can't come back, and they was going back and forth on social media. And like a week later, he ended up getting killed in his own hood. Now, today the guy got arrested, and it happened broad daylight on camera, and the guy has been hooked to other crimes, and he was already out on bond for it's just crazy, bro. And to hear this situation just make it seem like something slimy really happened. Now we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna get into it, but before we do, real quick, y'all know my little routine, bro. Just hit that like button, you feel me, and comment, tap in if you tapped in down below, bro. Also smash that notification bell, so for one, you can be notified anytime I drop a video, and also I can just keep y'all updated on this situation. Now, before we even get into this video, bro, y'all know I got bills to pay, so let's get into today's paid promoted song, man.
This city crumb Marcus, nigga, I don't got no love. I be praying to the sky, just make sure a nigga good. We was out here with it all, rolling niggas like a wood. Flashing all on the gram just for you to get it took. Get a nigga clap for that bread, I ain't playing with them. There's some niggas who don't trap, they doing scams. Y'all list me in the O with 150 grams on me. With 100 rounds for a nigga in his dead homie. Wipe a nigga nose like I'm trying for my slave.
Now go check them out. Show them love. Click that link in my bio, pin in the comment section, and tell them that I sent y'all. And if y'all need y'all song promoted, DM me on IG. Now let's get back to the video. Now I know a lot of y'all like, wait a minute, what? NLMB J Doggy, who is he and why is he important? As I said, I made a video 2 or 3 weeks ago where G Herbo was responding to getting banned by his own block. Now some guys from his hood and from the same camp, NLMB, had banned him for whatever reason, saying he can't come back to the block, and he ended up going back and forth. I think G Herbo was saying like, whatever you're gonna do it to me, bleed. And it was a situation where pretty much G Herbo went on to a podcast and said that he's done with the street stuff, and no matter what he do, people gonna always say it ain't enough, and he done paying fees, and his block wasn't feeling it, and this guy ended up going up on social media.
I'm cutting all tabs from this shit. I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch. Nigga 100 million times. Yes. I don't care. Like I'm not even gonna feed into it. And you think I ain't had to have them uncomfortable conversations? You think nigga ain't told me I done left the hood and forgot about the hood and I'm a nigga and I don't take care of niggas and I ain't the one bonding niggas out no more and paying for funerals. It's like, how many times I supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a Rico? Every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge, a violent charge, you coming. I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the concierge or some shit. Never. No, like, never ever. Yeah, like, and when I understood it that way, I'm like, bro, I gotta just go cold turkey. Like,
now the guy ended up going up on social media, putting a whole bunch of articles up, and it was just like a lot on social media, and people were saying that this gonna end up bad for G Herbo or the other person. But sadly, the guy ended up losing his life after being shot 6 times in the chest. Now today, news article came out, and pretty much a guy has been arrested for it. Now this guy goes by the name of NLMB Fabe, which I'm not 100% aware of he is. I did my research, come to find out he's the older brother of G Fazo, which is somebody very important from their hood. And come to find out, he was caught on camera, pictures are released, and it's just bad. Now, as you can see right here, right, you can see a guy broad daylight with 2 blicks, literally thinking he John Wick or something, aiming at somebody. And then you see another picture with him aiming the hammer over to the guy that ended up losing his life, J Doggy. And people were saying that this is the dumbest crime ever committed on camera. Now the article reads, a man who was already on felony pretrial release fired 2 guns once in a South Shore alley last month, killing 1 man and injuring another, according to a newly filed federal complaint. Fabius L. Shipman, a convicted felon with a 2019 drug conviction, was charged Friday in the U.S. court with illegally possessing ammunition. Prosecutors say Shipman opened fire with a gun in each hand during September 29th confrontation behind the 2500 block of East 78th Street. The entire attack was captured on surveillance video, providing key evidence that helped investigators identify Shipman even when the surviving victim did not. The footage showed a man with a pronounced limp, later identified as Shipman, arriving in a black Cadillac Escalade and walking into the alley around 3:36 p.m. He approached a group of men and appeared to get into an argument with at least one of them before pulling 2 handguns from his waistband, the federal complaint said. He then opened fire with both weapons, killing 26-year-old Jalen Herbo, aka, J Doggy, and injuring a 17-year-old boy. The shooter fled the scene in the Escalade moments later. Police recovered 19 shell casings of 2 different calibers at the scene, according to the federal complaint filed by an agent with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Multiple law enforcement officers, including a Posen police officer and a former Chicago police officer now working as an ATF research specialist, reviewed the video and recognized Shipman as the gunman, the complaint said. The officer stopped Shipman for a traffic violation in February, an interaction that was recorded by the officer's body cam. But Shipman allegedly sped away from the traffic stop and was later arrested while wearing a white Sox baseball hat with a gold stick on the brim, a hat identified to one worn by the shooter, according to the complaint. The ATF intelligence research specialist remembered Shipman and Shipman's limp from the encounter in 2019, the complaint said. At the time of the shooting, Shipman was on pretrial release for felony charges stemming from a Posen accident. At the time of the shooting, Shipman was on pretrial release for federal charges stemming from the Posen incident, according to records. He was previously convicted in 2019 of federal cocaine trafficking charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison, making it illegal for him to possess guns or ammunition. Shipman is the 15th person accused of taking somebody's life in Chicago this year while on felony pretrial release. His limp stemmed from injuries he suffered after crashing his car while fleeing Chicago police in 2013. 4 people, including Shipman and a police officer, were injured in the incident. Now, as y'all see, pretty much this man is cooked like hot grease. Pretty much they recognize him from a limp that he had from an accident back in 2013, but also, this guy was actually out on pretrial release. Now, as y'all see, they say he pulled up in a black Escalade, whatever the case may be, got into it with a guy, dumped guns, and got back in the Escalade and left. Now, as you see, they say he pulled up at 3:36 p.m. and as he approached a group of men, which he had, I know they was already out there, he got into an argument and instantly went to doing what he doing. Now, I don't know about y'all, bro. I'm not saying nobody had nothing to do with it, but this definitely just not no random act. They're not saying what caused the situation or what may have triggered it, but for a man to pull up, right, where a group of men were already at, means he know where they was at. He had to drop on them, and he had his mind made up. He pulled up literally with 2 guns. That shows you he had an intent to kill, and he was there for a mission. Now, this guy is a guy that actually just got out of prison. He was sentenced back in 2019, so the fact that he was even a felony with a firearm alone is already a charge. But, when you're in Chicago, it makes sense. You rather have it on you than not have it on you at all. You feel me? Rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. At least that's what they say. Now, it's just weird to me, right? Now, people do owe G Herbo an apology because people were saying, Herb dropped the, and I'm not saying he did because I don't know personally, but it's just weird. And I'm hoping and praying that he is not connected to this, because no way, that right after he got into an argument with a guy just ended up dying. And, it's just weird. But I know, G Herbo said he was done with the street. So even if this guy did what he did, I hope he's not looking for G Herbo to help him out, because G Herbo said he done paying lawyer fees and bonds and all that. So they gotta sit. Now, this guy pretty much just threw his life away. Not only are you charged with an M, you're charged with attempted M because you hit a 17-year-old also, but you didn't kill him. But to have 2 guns, bro, and pull them out your waist, that means you had your mind made up. Now, the guy that ended up passing away did say that, G Herbo was banned or whatever the case may be. And that's why, to be real, which I'm not saying he do, but if he did, you can't play with people that got money. That's why, bro, this stuff is pointless, bro. Dying over blocks and hoods that you're not from. And now these guys are from the same block. The hood and nothing be the same. They say close that back door. Now people don't know who to trust no more. But hey, you must say, gotta admit, he did what he did, but he will be in jail for life, like for sure. There's no way. It's no making out of this one. You were caught on camera red-handed. They noticed you from your limp, caught you on camera. They didn't even have to get the victim's statement. The victim ain't even have to snitch on you. They caught you on camera. 4K. Crazy work, bro. I'm telling y'all, committing a crime in 2025 is pointless, bro. But You know what they say, man? You live by the gun, you're gonna die by the gun. And sadly, that just might be the result of this situation. But give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below. And let me know how y'all feel about it. And let me know what y'all think. Do y'all feel like he was sent by somebody? Do y'all feel like dude might have just called that on himself? Do y'all feel like it was just, you know, bound to happen? Y'all feel like it just was a situation where he might have had problems with this guy? Y'all feel like it's not that deep and, you know, just an argument going wrong? Give me y'all thoughts and opinions. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Y'all already know who it is. It's Lucas J. Thank God for another day, man. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ loves y'all so much more than I ever will. And yeah, bro. I'm out, man.